Right now, Indiana students and families have just 3 more days to file for free applications for federal student aid. But for many, the pandemic hasn't made this easy. ABC 57's Brenda Coopson live in Mishawaka, breaking down some expert advice ahead of this submission deadline. Brenda.
Bran, as many Hoosier families face financial uncertainty right now, it could be more important than ever to file for federal student aid, even if you've never struggled with paying for college before.
We don't want any family to think that there's no help out there, because there is.
INvestEd is a nonprofit that helps families across the state of Indiana with information about how to pay for college or have less student loan debt. Now is the deadline in Indiana to file the free application for federal student aid known as FAFSA is just 3 days away.
We don't want any Hoosier to miss out on generous state of Indiana financial aid.
Wozniak says FAFSA is the most important aid form for families to file.
And that puts into motion things for the state or the college or those groups to do their job later.
So what do you need to file for FAFSA?
2018 taxes is what the majority of families are going to use.
So that's things like W-2 forms and investments. But one of the biggest problems now is that families can't go to their kids' high school financial aid night for help or usual means of getting it done.
The experts know the forms so well that they can give them the answer they need.
And without that help, filing can be more difficult for many Hoosiers.
Who knows how many families have had a difficult time right now, and the more difficult the time is now, that could mean additional financial aid in the fall.
Many are in financially uncertain positions right now, but other families
who maybe in February were doing just fine, but in March or April or May or even June, they're going to have trouble.
Wozniak says additional programs may come up or colleges could have additional funding available down the line, which is why it's so important to file now, even if you're in a financially stable position.
We don't know what will exist in a month or two or what a family's situation will be in a month or two. So the key is to get it filed and then let all of the rest of that sort itself out a little bit later.
And Wozniak tells me that in most cases, families do qualify for financial aid, so it's always best to reach out and check to see what's available. He also says as the pandemic is ever growing, it's hard to tell what programs would be in place even next month, so it's best to stay on top of it. I'll have more details on how you can get in contact on our website at abc57.com. Live in Mishawaka, I'm Brenda Coopson, ABC 57 News.